Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the SloppyJoesPodcast.
Yes!
My name is Joe, that is Joe.
I'm feeling much better this week.
Yeah.
I was under weather last week.
People loved it.
People loved it.
Maybe you should get sick a bit more.
Mate, don't say that.
No, sorry. You should be healthy.
Yeah, thanks.
And proud.
I am so proud of myself. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you.
Can I just say, you are looking great. I don't know if you've lost weight or if you just had a haircut, but some way or another, you're looking pretty good.
Speaking of the haircut, right, there was the guy who cuts my hair, Turkish Ross.
Turkish Ross? Is that because he looks like Ross from Friends?
No, he's called Ross and he's from Turkey.
Oh, right.
He cuts my hair, he's great. But he knows that we like football, and during the conversation of getting my hair cut, he was like, I play five-a-side. I said, oh dear. Do you know when you make light conversation, you don't know where it's going?
You're the king of light conversation, by the way.
Oh, well, it got me into a fucking situation before, because I was like, yeah, good. He said, I play five-a-side a lot. I said, oh, good, where'd you play? Striker. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I bet you're really good. He said, do you want to see?
What?
I said, what do you
Wait,
mean?
so he's cutting your hair, and he says, do you want to see me play striker?
Yeah. So I thought, what, he's going to do kick-ups?
Yeah.
Or, no, he gets his phone out.
No.
He starts showing me highlights of his goals that he scored. On Wednesday, he says, and he's showing me every single one. I scored 10.
No, 10.
I had to watch.
Who filmed it?
10 really poor CCTV. So CCTV footage, he's filming poor CCTV footage. 10 goals, I had to sit for every single one of them. I couldn't politely say, oh, they all look the fucking same now.
How long did he, how much did you pay for this haircut?
32 quid with the beard. Well, the beard,
I suppose, to be fair,
the head is 20, the beard is 12.
And also, you kind of got tickets to a sort of a film festival as well, didn't you?
10-goal thriller.
You got to see a 10-goal thriller, you got a beard trim, you got a haircut, and you made a friend for 30 quid. I mean, 30 quid is a lot.
He's a lovely guy, Turkish Ross, as well.
Is he?
Yeah, lovely.
Not great with social cues, obviously.
No, there was a point.
He thinks it's appropriate to show you 10 CCTV recorded goals. Were they good?
Yeah. Weirdly as well, they used to play in that Barbers, XS Manchester all the time. In the Bahamas?
They used to play in the Barbers?
No, not in the Bahamas.
Oh.
They used to play XS Manchester all the time. And now, for some reason, all they play is Adele. Adele all the time. First album plays through, second album plays through.
One of the people in that Barbers, is it all men?
Yeah.
One of them has gone through a nasty breakup in the last few months.
That's
true. You can always tell what part of someone's life they're in based on what's playing in their shop.
So true.
When you got like the floaty Enya stuff, they're going through a sort of crystal period. Do you know what I mean? Do you know when someone's sort of contacting the other side a little bit? When it's Adele, it's a breakup. If someone's like well into like their fitness, you've probably got some sort of classic rock on.
Yeah. You've got a rock on, not when you're serving me.
A classic rock on as well. That is textbook stuff.
Do you have classic rock ons?
I wouldn't say they're classic. They've certainly got a sort of a vintage element to them, perhaps. But a classic is pushing it, I'd say.
How's your training going, Joe? We're in full depth training.
I got something to tell you today. I ran 16 kilometres the other day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I know.
Whereabouts?
Just around Stockport. So I ran to the market. I was going to do 5k.
Yeah.
So in my life, I've ran, the most I've ever run is 10k, and I've done it twice. Once in training for the 10k, the Great Manchester Run, or Manchester Run, whatever it's called, and once on the day, and you saw me, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was finishing the race, and you were stood at the finish line for a radio station going, come on guys, interview me, handing out goodie bags, which is the most Joe McGrath thing ever.
Sweating.
I'll see you at the finish line. Are you running? No, I'm handing out goodie bags. So I ran for 2.5. Here's our little run that we did together.
Once, and then you've never texted me since.
Well, I was too busy running further than you could possibly imagine.
I could run 16k right now.
Well, let's do it. So I ran to the marketplace. I got a coffee. Then I thought, I'll run back. That's a 5k, as you know. 2.5. And on the way back, I ran up that big hill past the train station. Do you know the one? On Edgeley side.
Bloody hell, you took the rough there.
I thought, let's do it. And I got to the top of the hill. I thought, I've got more energy now than I did at the bottom. Because I'd so mentally prepped myself.
Yeah.
I thought, let's do this. Let's just shoot this shit, see what happens.
Shoot the shit.
I thought, let's do 10k, which would be great, because I was only planning
on doing 5. Did you know where you were going to run at this point?
No, I'm doing like tiny loops around the park in Edgeley, right? Thinking, I'll be done soon. And then I thought...
He's back.
Keeping my eye on everyone as I go. He's come past again. Yeah, he's come past again. He's definitely looking in. He's definitely looking through the window. He's run past 6 times.
That's what I'd worry about running in a loop.
Especially with your sort of
What?
Glare.
I'm gonna bulldoze into the front door, am I?
Your glare.
Well, that's easy to rob them, isn't it? Just picking up a bit of momentum and just not stopping.
Yeah,
Straight in.
You'd be great to have in a war scenario. Do you know, at the front of like a sled, cover you in like metal spikes, and just sort of. Do you know on Lord of the Rings the Two Towers? Do you know that one that runs underneath Helm's Deep?
Two Towers.
That's what it's called.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not called Lord of the Rings 2?
No, it's called Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
Right.
It's not called the Twin Towers.
No, I never said that.
No, but that's what you're sort of suggesting.
Yeah, because what came first?
Well, I mean, in the lore of Mordor, I suppose, Middle Earth, that was yonks ago.
Right.
So I guess technically, no. Yeah, the Two Towers came first.
Yeah. So in Lord of the Rings,
There's this big, massive bastard who they sort of cover in like explosives, and he's got this big thing, and he runs and dives underneath it, exposing a weak point, and it all explodes.
and he dies.
I think he blows up with it. Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's
You'd
tough,
be
innit?
great as that character.
It's hard to take that. I'd be great as a big bastard who blows himself up.
For the good of the war.
Yeah, but I think I could do more.
What could you do?
In battle,
You don't have the
I've got a
finesse-
great shot on me.
What, football?
I once won against a Russian, actually, in a Turkish, what's it called where you go away?
Barbers?
Holiday, not a holiday. I once won a shootout. Brilliant. You just got to hold your breath. Do you know that? Like that. Don't be breathing in and out. Hold your breath, then shoot.
I love how you said.
I'll be a mint marksman.
I love how you said against the Russian. Actually, like all Russians are just incredible at shooting.
No, because they're
Currently at war.
No, because they probably shoot more than me.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
So-
what are you talking about?
So I was on my run.
Thank you.
So I thought, let's do 10k. And then I thought, well, I've never done a step more than 10k. So let's do 11k. But by the time we've done 11k, I thought, imagine if I did 15k. That's
Yeah,
three
yeah.
5ks. And then you get to 15k and you go, well, 16.1k is 10 miles. So I ended up doing that.
Amazing.
Loved it. Thought I was going to die at the end. It was really,
really?
scary. Yeah, really scary.
Why did you finish? Did
I
you finish
finished
right outside the door.
At the park in Edgeley and got a coffee. But I felt like there was a
hell.
sort of extra 5% of my lungs at the bottom that I'd never accessed before. And that run gave me the keys to that 5%. So I can breathe deeper now than I ever could. Listen to this. And then the 5%.
Mad. How long do you think you could hold your breath for underwater?
6 or 7 minutes? No.
Surely not.
Honestly, I'm really bad at that. Probably about a minute and a half.
That's mad.
But yeah, I'm not great. I'm really bad at swimming. Did you know that?
No.
I've told you this. I had to be saved once.
Oh, you did tell us that, yeah.
Yeah, I got cold shock syndrome.
Mad.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I've had a great week.
What else have you been up to?
Babysitting. Ethan James, by the way. How you doing,
James,
Ethan?
Yeah.
Wowzers!
Oh,
Here he is, look.
Ethan was like,
Here he is. Wowzers.
Ethan asked us, right, and that's why I thought we'd leave him for a little bit. Ethan doesn't know what he's going to say. He even asked us to jog his memory about his life.
Yeah, that's a weird
So
thing to say.
have you thought of some stuff that you've been up to, Ethan?
Yeah, hello everyone. I thought I'd say wowzers because that could be a conversation of what kind of catchphrase would you have if you wanted one. Would you have a catchphrase?
Tell us a bit more about babysitting, Joe. Fuck's he on about?
Why is your catchphrase wowzers?
I just that was instinct there when you come to us. I just thought, oh wow, it's now me. Then wowzers just came out, and I thought
I've
that
got a
could be
catchphrase for you, Joe.
Here we go.
So no, but it's going to be something to do with food, obviously, because that's your job.
It's not. It's not, is it?
That's your job.
Go on then.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
So you pretend to be a chicken, but you sort of gobble in some
No, because
food.
I can't anything other than chicken because I've really got a good chicken noise, haven't I? So I need
Have
to
you?
do. Yeah, it's like. So it can't be like gobble gobble.
I
'Cause
thought.
that's under my. Unless I was a pig, I'd go gobble gobble or turkey.
Yeah. Do you think pigs say gobble gobble?
I don't think pigs. Nah. The clever pigs, aren't they?
Yeah,
This is a
so they
shame.
say. But imagine being outsmarted by a pig.
I,
That'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Imagine you played a game of chess against a pig and lost. They're not that clever, are
they're
they?
not that clever.
Yeah, so stop saying they're clever then.
They are clever though.
Speaking of, yeah, they're not though, are they?
I'd like
they
them
can
to-
like nudge like a block towards a block of the same colour. A fucking 8-month-old human can do that. I'm sick of this actually.
Oh,
this
here
winds
we
me
go.
up. You do it, Ethan. That's how chimpanzees open bananas from the bottom up. Yeah, if chimpanzees also eat their own shit and
No, they
just
don't.
wank in public, chimps are thick.
You've been caught wanking in public.
Yes, but I was pretending to be a chimp.
I'm running 15k.
Yeah, here's the thing I don't get. When people say, oh, dolphins are really smart, Yorkshire Terriers are smart,
I
pigs
bet
are smart.
magpies are clever.
Magpie! Imagine saying a magpie smart. Have you ever seen a magpie make ciabatta? That's smart. Nothing is even close to humans, and I'm sick of it. Why would you take suggestions from a chimp on how to eat a banana, Ethan? Because I know you do. Why would you do that? You wouldn't take a suggestion on a chimp on how to maintain a relationship or how to drive a car or how to play pool. Why would you do it on a banana?
I would say with a chimp because that's their thing, as much stereotypical
Only in the Jungle Book.
You said pigeons are as clever as AI a couple of weeks back.
That's true.
No,
that's
it's
true.
not.
Well,
it's not.
But the studies are showing that all these animals are quite clever, so maybe we need to take them more seriously. Otherwise, next thing you know, click your fingers, world domination from sheep.
I wouldn't be mad if the sheep, when they've done world domination, finish it by going, wowzers.
I hate to say this because I don't want any animal to go extinct. And for some reason, we find sympathy in the bigger animals. We don't mind like an insect going extinct. But if
what insect? Yeah, because insects don't really go extinct, do they?
Of course they do.
Name one.
I think they say like 80% of insects are no longer
Who
exist.
says this?
Do you know, like, since the 70s,
67%.
or since the start of like the Industrial Revolution or something, like 80% of insect life is kaput.
Because we're destroying the rainforests.
Yeah, but
Oh.
Interesting. Just go to title screen.
We had a technical difficulty there.
But if they were so smart, if chimps were so smart, they wouldn't be going extinct, would they? Do you know what I mean? Like orangutans and that. If a panda was so smart, why are they going extinct? We're not going extinct. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think the termite is smarter than the chimp. Anyway, speaking of not that smart, babysitting. Are you good with kids?
Right, I'm unbelievable with kids.
I knew you would be.
Like, there's
you
just
would
something
be.
like, I'm just like got an instinct with them. I don't really want them myself, but I'm like, good at it.
Yeah. I bet you get on really well with a child.
I think it's because I act like one.
Yeah, and you sort of,
No, I'm not.
sort of look like one.
I don't look like make your mind up.
Got sort of like a babyish kind of.
I think if I did trim my beard,
Babyface.
completely gone, I look like a Babyface.
Yeah, which is like what Babyface assassin, like they called Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's not an insult.
I mean, we haven't got much in common.
Yeah, you both love Man United.
Yeah.
Um,
Come off the bench quite easily
yeah.
when the ice cream van goes past.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're great with kids. Ethan,
Right.
What are you like with kids? Are you worried about losing your hair? You won't be surprised to find out that 1 in 5 men start losing their hair in their 20s. That is where Suns comes in. Suns are a men's healthcare brand that offer clinically proven, licensed hair loss treatments for less than a cup of coffee per day. They've treated over 50,000 customers and their treatments deliver results in 9 out of 10 men.
I've signed up for a 12-week program, and I can tell you, it's very easy. All you got to do is take their 1-minute online consultation, and Suns will tailor a subscription treatment plan specifically for your needs. Although, maybe not for your needs.
Well, this is very exciting because I'm looking out for you, and you need this treatment. So go to suns.co.uk and use the code Joe40 to get 40% off your treatment. That is mad, innit?
That is a lot.
40%. And that adds up to 80 quid off a 6-month treatment. It's a lot of money.
I'm going to give it a go, and you'll hopefully see some progression here in my head. There are no contracts or hidden charges, and it all can be delivered straight to your door. As easy as that. I could be looking like Joe Smith in 12 weeks' time.
And so could you. Go to suns.co.uk and use the code Joe40. The link is in the description.
I don't really. I've never really been around kids too often.
That's the reason.
Is that a legal precedent? Is that a legal?
Let's not go down this route.
Mandate.
We're about to talk about your cousin or something like that. The joke was there. Should we park it? Should we all
How
agree
have you
to
never
park
been
it?
around kids, by the way?
Yeah, what's going
You're
on?
24.
Well, I'm guessing. Well, I'm an only child, obviously. I don't really. I'm not around my family anymore. I've given away all my time to my family to do this podcast and to work for you, Joe.
Fuck
He's
off.
such a fucking
what-
woe is me.
I've given away all the time from my family to do this podcast. That's obscene.
And to work for your media company. So I've got
You don't have to.
Yeah, by the way, you do get paid for this.
You don't have to work for us.
You get paid for both.
Just say the word. Gone.
But then I'd have nothing left.
Well, interesting. Well, you could go back to your family. With
Yeah,
nothing
yeah, yeah.
standing in the way.
You can see a kid then.
Well, yeah, that would be nice. Well, we'll do.
So we can sack you and you can go play with kids back in Newcastle.
What a weird way to, like, sort of hand in your resignation. Because you want more time to spend with
Round of
kids that
applause for
aren't
Ethan's
yours.
time at Stretford Paddock and at Sloppy Joe's. That's over now. He wants to spend more time with kids around the Gateshead area.
Is there any kids in the family?
Yes, Junior John has got 2 kids, Martha and Matilda.
Sorry.
What would have happened if Junior John had a boy? Junior John.
Well, that's a good question. I don't know if you would have called them John. Maybe it would have been traditional, wouldn't have it? So maybe you would.
How old is Junior John?
Oh, I'm going to say 34, 35.
The elephant in the room, if you don't mind me saying, is the fact, Joe, that you're a junior. You are Joe Jr. And
I'm
you
not a
never
junior.
talk about this and you never admit
I'm
this.
not a junior.
Your dad is called Joe. You are called Joe.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you got to stick a junior at the start.
But
of it.
you always say this, but junior isn't like deed poll. You don't be called Joe Jr.
Yeah.
Junior is a word that people would say about you to differentiate you from your dad.
So
It's a colloquial term. It's not official.
All right then. Start saying it.
Can I?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to call. I don't call myself Junior.
Can
Joe.
I call yourself Junior?
No, I don't want to call Junior. I'll be called Joe. Junior Joe. You got to call myself.
What about
Junior
Joe Jr.?
Joe Junior's not bad actually.
Okay, I'll call you Joe Junior from now on.
Well, it's a good way to differentiate you two when we do like titles
it
or
makes
whatever.
it sound like I'm his dad, though, doesn't it? If I'm calling you Junior. Anyway, so I was babysitting my niece and nephew.
Jesus, so we only have that bit.
Wow.
Your niece and nephew.
They're so sort of, it's quite easy to manipulate a child, isn't it? Have you ever noticed that? We basically invented a character that kept them in line all night.
What? What do you mean?
The sticker fairy. So we just presented him
Fucking
with
hell.
a paper bag and said, every time you're good, you get a sticker. So eat your dinner
How
properly.
long are you looking after these for? Like years?
A night.
This is just for one night. Just get on with it.
A night.
Sticker fairy.
Yeah. If you get 16 stickers by the end of the night, the sticker fairy, when she does her rounds, it's a man actually, when he comes around every house, like
They,
Santa,
them.
if he notices that your bag has got 16 stickers on it, you get a little present. Oh my God, were these kids well behaved? They were like hugging each other on the sofa, something they've never done in the. They were going, if we trying to just come up with stuff. If we walk from the dining room to the living room properly, can we have a sticker? I was like, obviously not. That's nothing. That is pathetic. You have to sit and watch the film. And by the end, because 16 stickers is quite a lot in an evening.
Yeah.
You're like, if you brush your teeth, you get 10 stickers.
Right, yeah.
Just
What was the
giving up.
present?
Water pistols.
So you'd planned this out, haven't you?
Yeah. Went to Primark, got the bag, got the stickers.
Fuck me, this is hassle, innit?
It's
I tell
great.
you what you two love.
What?
You two love hassle. You love it. Should we make up an imaginary character to sort of torture these kids into thinking
Torture?
Yeah, because they're
Encourage?
fucking hell, if I don't fucking, wipe my ass properly, I'm not gonna get a sticker. You're mean. They're gonna be thinking about that forever.
The thing you don't understand, Joe, is that life is all about acting the right way and reaping the rewards. Whether it's as official as the sticker fairy, or whether it's as elusive and transient as making friends and making connections in a business world, life is all about acting appropriately and receiving appropriate response from others. Whether the sticker fairy is a conduit for that concept, that is that's our decision.
Yeah, but it's
and on the
hassle,
night
innit?
it was.
It's a load of work, though.
No,
innit?
it was great. The kids were perfectly well behaved. What's easier, wrestling with kids? Rephrase that. What's easier, trying to make kids behave well,
that jacket.
who don't fuck off, who don't want to, who are throwing their toys out the pram metaphorically.
Did you have to
sometimes
wipe
literally.
into their asses? Like
Yeah, I
how
did have to
young
wipe
are they?
their ass.
Ooh.
Again. That's no good. They're 17, but you'd think no, they're not.
No.
But then apparently, so my sister, so we left, we got out of there 10:30, 11, whatever. Absolute heroes. Went to bed with like a treat. My sister texted me at 3 a.m. saying her daughter's woken up, and the first thing she said was, I think I can hear the sticker fairy downstairs.
Oh no.
Her son woke up at 5:40 saying, has he been? So my sister got 3 hours sleep because we settled the thing. And I said to my sister, how are the water pistols going down? She went, immediately confiscated. She shot him in the eye, first shot. So we just come in, cause carnage and fuck off. But wow, did we have a simple night. Very, very easy.
Do you think your sister will tell you to leave the sticker fairy if you go next time to do it?
I think the sticker fairy might have to go up, be sort of absorbed back into Santa's
Could teach them a lesson about discipline and say that, the sticker fairy, was in trouble or did something naughty and then just sacrificed someone.
I'll say the sticker fairy's got 12 points on his licence, so he can't come round anymore. Do you know what I mean? He's had his licence taken off him for dangerous driving.
How quick was he going?
He was going about, to get around the whole world, 600,000 miles an hour.
What do you think? What do you think about the sticker fairy, Ethan? Because you're a bit like, you'll be a weird dad, won't you?
Do you think I'd be a weird dad? Why do you think that?
Because you can't really look after yourself.
Yeah.
There is that, isn't there? The old fish cakes and boiled veg every night.
What would they? I suppose turkey dinosaurs aren't hard to cook, are they? And they're delicious.
Well, because of Ethan's schooling, he doesn't believe in dinosaurs, so he won't buy them. He says fish fingers, that's another evolutionary impossibility, so he won't buy them. Will ya? Chicken drummers, well, they can't play musical instruments, so that's not happening. He's going to feed it. What are you going to feed your kids?
Well, I can make a big pasta bake and just keep them going for a few days.
Yeah, but he just sort of slides it into the middle of the room like he's feeding a pit bull. There you go. That'll last you 2 days. 6 kilos of pasta bake. Yeah. You'd be a great dad, Joe. It's a shame that you don't want kids.
Not right now. Maybe one day in the future. Well, I'm only 27, aren't I? So we'll just crack on. We'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, how's your week been?
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. From what dramas. From a kick-off at my pub quiz, can't really go into it because it's now police investigation. It's nothing to do with me, by the way, just chaos. To a great Thursday and a brilliant weekend.
Sorry, great Thursday? You can't just say that, like that's a thing.
Do you know when Thursdays are great?
No. What do you mean?
You've never had a great Thursday?
Well, Drew famously once said that Thursday is the best day of the week.
Yeah, so you must have had a great Thursday.
I've had great Thursdays, but you can't say to a great Thursday to the, like, not all Thursdays are great. What made it great?
Knowing that, right, I went to the gym and I did blah, 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 but knowing that I was going to go see some friends that night, sleep over at theirs, and then wake up for a flight the next day.
Yeah.
That made it a great Thursday. It was brilliant. What a day. I was going to Lisbon. So there's only a couple of stories I can tell you from Lisbon.
To who?
Lisbon.
Oh.
The capital of Portugal.
When you say there's only a couple of stories I can tell you,
There's a stag do.
Does that mean that there's a sort of a host of untellable stories?
There's stories I'll tell you off pod that
tell
are
one
secret.
of them ones.
No, I can't tell one of them ones. I honestly can't.
Drugs are decriminalised in Lisbon. Did you know that?
Tell me about it. Next, there was a... No, all I say that is because, like... So, in Lisbon, you can get like... No, that might...
What a response.
Right. In Lisbon, this is where we got our head pecked. If you get caught with drugs on you, you don't get arrested like you would do in England. Because to tackle a real big drug problem in the 90s, they made it so they kind of reversed it. Like instead of like going hard on drugs, they've gone a bit lighter on drugs, and it's helped. The heroin problem's gone down and all that.
Didn't you say 1 in 3?
One in 3 between the ages of like 20 and 40 people in Lisbon during the 90s were like smackheads.
That's obscene and
It's mad,
surely
innit?
impossible.
Maybe we were drunk when we misheard that, but the guy on the party bike who was from Portugal, the party bike, he told us.
Party bike.
He told us about that. He said this is why it's decriminalised. So
sorry, I like the story, but I need to know what is a party bike.
It's a bike where everyone sits around about 10 different people and you have a party on it.
I've seen these going around Manchester.
Yeah, it's good crack.
But what is pedalling whilst drinking any fun whatsoever?
Do you know what? No, and neither is the seat where it's riding up your ass. But the constant beer is great.
Right.
There's a tap and you just got to say, hola.
Which means?
I don't know if that's actually right, actually.
That's
it is
Spanish,
hola,
isn't
isn't
it?
it? Portugal and Spain are like, share hello. I'm sure they share hello.
Okay.
Do not say gracias, though. They hate that.
Yeah,
it's africado. Learned that the hard way. So, why you joked about drugs before, didn't do any drugs, but you get offered them every 2 steps because if the drug dealers are caught with them, then it's fine. But you're not allowed to sell them, obviously. So you're getting barged into drugs. Well, obviously they say different words. Drugs, like that.
What's
one guy
for drug?
pretended to be, I think it's cocaine. One guy pretended to be like a tourist, or he said, gentlemen, where should I go for some dinner? I was like, oh, right. So we went to the Time Out market. It was beautiful. He went, drugs? I was like, no, what's going on?
How come you were the one asking us before? How's this turned around?
But some of the highlights of the trip, Friday night, it's a big day Friday. Everyone's a bit giddy. We've had lots to drink.
Is the podcast universe aware of the person who stag do it was?
He's called Tom.
Do I know him?
He's a lovely guy.
So no, though.
No, I don't think you do know him. Let me get his band name up. Tom, by the way, and this is what I was going to say. Tom is a singer in a band. Brilliant band, link in the description. Unbelievable band, like a punk rock band. But to make his money, he's a wedding singer. On his stag do, there was 6 wedding singers, right? Which meant one night we did karaoke. Oh, it was like the Royal Variety. It was incredible.
It's like judges' houses.
I honestly couldn't believe how good these people were. Rick was brilliant. Johnny got up and pulled the house down with the Beatles. You got Nathan who did Grease. It was like out of this world. The bar was stunned. The €1 beer bar. How much was a pint?
£2.
£3.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's called the €1 beer bar?
Yeah, well, you can get a little one for €1. That's what they get you. We're like, right. Simon went in, Uncle Simon, rubbed his hands together, 10 pints, please. Fucking load of money, but fucking
€30. That's not fair, though. So they took you out and did their job to you. Like, so that's going to make you feel... Did you, obviously, then afterwards took them to a sort of world buffet and went, watch this?
Yeah.
Presumably.
To be fair, every time we did eat, someone's like, do you want me to film me? I'm like, ha, fuck off.
Yeah.
But the Friday night was a great night. We found this little rooftop bar, which was like a hostel. They let us in to watch the sunset over Lisbon. Beautiful place. We had an idea, though, because we were sort of by this pool. No one was in it. I said, right, let's push Tom in, right?
Hilarious.
But we don't want to ruin his weekend.
Yeah,
so,
or his meringue waistcoat.
So, no, he wasn't really anything too good. Yeah. So we thought, right, I started pickpocketing him. So I got his phone, pickpocketed his phone, barged into him, grabbed his phone, great. Wallet, of course he's got a wallet, right, fucking hell. Around the other side, someone grabbed his wallet like that. And then it was all set perfectly for me to, for Nathan to go, oh, you got something in your beer? Take his beer off him, push, bang. In he goes. Great fun for all the family.
Hilarious.
Gets to that bit, we've successfully done it all, and then it's time for the push. I go for it, little bump. All he needs is a little one. He's on the edge. All he needs is a little, do like that. Whoa, starts falling back. All happens in slow motion. Whoa. Next thing you know, his arm comes out. Whoa. He grabs Chris. Whoa. Next thing you know, 2 of them are going in. Whoa. Chris has got everything on him. He's texting at the time, Chris.
No.
He's got full outfit. He's got like hat on. Like, no. Like that. Both of them going in. It turned from a laughing moment to, oh my God, Chris's holiday's ruined. And then poof, landed in the pool, both of them.
Chris had his birth certificate on him.
Chris from Poland, who breeds Australian Labradoodles, was fine with it all.
He makes them breed.
Yeah, he's got 4 for sale now at the minute.
What is this?
Use discount code SloppyJoes10 for 10% off your Australian Labradoodle. That's because I pushed him in.
Can we actually get a bit of a... Could we get a discount on those bad boys?
Yeah, do you want a Labradoodle? Australian one.
Beautiful I do dog. Like a Labradoodle, actually.
Beautiful dogs.
So how was the weekend in general then?
Great fun, loads of booze, great crack. Fucking hell. Obviously, the Man United Liverpool game, I got to the first half. Second half, I was travelling. Thank fuck for that. Got to watch the first half at 1-0. We're still in this.
Mr. Bella.
I thought someone was taking the piss in the taxi. So yeah, we had a really good time. Really good fun.
Did you go out eating?
I had some amazing food. Friday I didn't really eat and I got too drunk, which was my downfall. But Saturday I made sure I had 3 meals a day. And one of them was what's called the Portuguese meat sandwich.
Oof, that sounds like something you pay for down the doesn't it?
The Portuguese meat sandwich, my friend. Beautiful.
Ethan, have you ever done a Portuguese meat sandwich?
It's from Subway.
No, it's...
from Subway. Dickhead. From Subway.
What's a Portuguese meat sandwich then?
It's like a slab of finely cut steak. Bit of like a mustard mayo. Like a Montgomery cheese.
Who's that? Did he used to be the Ryder Cup captain?
And then get this, just a slice of ham. That's what it's like.
Wait, so it's steak, ham and cheese?
Yeah, but they invented it.
Did they?
Oh, back in the 1200s.
Love it.
And the fucking bread was unbelievable. Anyway, I ate a lot of the pasta donatas as well, which is like those custard tarts. They're delicious.
So much better than an English custard tart.
Yeah, mate, some miles better. But yeah, I had a great weekend. And do you know what? You learn a lot about yourself on a stag do. How many stag do's have you been on?
None.
Ethan?
I've not been on one. I've been invited to one in the States before, but I've never been on one.
You honestly, you learn a lot. This is probably my first. No, because I went to one.
Why would you frame it like that?
Because I was like going to say, no.
That. What? You built it up like you were going to say 9.
I went to another one.
This is probably the first.
Right, I went to another
What
one.
a weird way to say that, Joe.
I went to another one with my dad.
That was so weird.
In like
I've been on
4 years ago. 4 years ago, I went to one with my dad, and it was just a night out. So I don't want to say it's a stag do. This was a trip that involved flying. All right. Second, you learn a lot about yourself, where you are in the group, what kind of person you are.
So where are you in the pecking order?
I was a good laugh.
Also,
but
this group of
top
mates.
Table pecking order.
I don't know this group of mates.
I have
and I know
only
a fair
one
few
connection.
of your mates.
I only know the lead singer of this band called Tom.
So why did you get invited?
Because I'm a laugh. I think you need to ask yourself, why did you get invited?
You're such a laugh. You've been invited to one stag do of a mate that you don't even have.
One more than you two.
Did you get invited for a laugh? No. Didn't you go on a stag do? Not a lot of people will know this story now. Where you went on holiday with those people that you didn't know. Do you know about this, Ethan?
No, a little bit. Go on, give me more detail.
That was a 30th.
Right.
But essentially, one day in April, 2016, something like that, I get a message saying, do you want to come on a lad's holiday because a guy called Joe McGrath has dropped out of our flight and you can take his name without getting charged a name fare change. They were from Bristol. I said, yeah.
Lads that you'd never met.
Lads that
you
never
didn't know
met before.
at all.
Never met
you were on
before.
Facebook.
Yeah, message on Facebook. I was at night and day, actually, when I got the message. I was like, I wonder if these guys are taking the piss. So I just started emailing them back and having a couple of messages back, and then it was a go.
Where did you go?
Magaluf.
How long
It
for?
was fucking mental. 4 days. It was mad.
Did you get on with them?
Yeah, it was on with them. There's some elements of that story I've never told. Like, for example, they were graffiti artists.
Professionally?
Like real graffiti artists. So there was one day where they all just went out to graffiti, the streets of Magaluf.
Sorry, just to stop you, I need graffiti in a Geordie accent, Ethan.
Graffiti.
Perfect.
Graffiti.
Carry on.
And I just stayed in because I didn't want to graffiti it.
So what did you do?
I'm not going to go out and graffiti. They're going to go out and graffiti trams and stuff. Half of them came back beaten up by the Spanish police. I was there with a sangria, thank fuck I didn't go.
Hi, boys.
Hi, boys.
I've been having sangria.
And it was all inclusive as well. I paid a penny.
You didn't pay for that?
No, and then I got paid 200 quid to go on Good Morning Britain.
And tell your story.
And I had the best scrambled eggs I've ever had.
Where?
Made with cream.
Piers
Premium.
Morgan made them for you?
No, I got Eamon Holmes.
Oh, classic. They give you Eamon Holmes, don't they? What story that is, though?
Yeah, Lisbon's beautiful, by the way. Loved
Never
it.
been.
Oh, it's great fun. You could have a completely different experience if you just go with your partner. But because obviously everyone was just there to get levered.
Yeah.
But I fully recommend it.
Nice. Very good.
You mentioned you've been framed for some reason before.
Yeah, why is it called that? Because You've Been Framed makes it seem like there's crimes and that people are getting stitched up for someone getting framed is like me saying, oh, Joe McGrath's murdered someone and I've got proof. Why is it called You've Been
Great
Framed?
question.
Well, that's probably the play on words, I guess, Joe. That's
Yeah, but
probably...
I get
Go
that
on,
it's
tell him why he's thick.
it's an attempt at play on words.
Tell him why
but
he's
tell me
thick.
why it's
No,
a play on
You're
words.
thick. Listen to this.
Well, what they do is in the intro and that, they put the little videotapes into frames, don't they? And you're in the almost like the Hall of Fame of
The Hall of Fame?
Yeah, exactly.
I get that. So here's the thing I get. I get the idea of the framing of a shot has been framed or the thing has been framed. But You've Been Framed.
Huh.
What is the double entendre that brings it back to being a crime of some sort?
No, but you've been exposed for looking like a tit.
Yes, he's right.
Framed means
He's right.
No,
just fucking accept
because
it.
framed means that you are being accused of something you didn't do. This is an old woman falling over at a wedding. She's not framed.
Yeah, but she didn't mean to do that, did she?
That's
So she's been
manslaughter.
framed
Then
for it.
it should be called "You've committed video manslaughter."
Anyway, Ethan brought the news.
Well,
to you.
yeah, you shouldn't care anymore because it's getting cancelled, Drew.
What?
It's cancelled, mate. Do you remember Harry Hill did it? That was good fun.
He always
does.
did it.
No,
No,
Jeremy
he
Beadle did
didn't.
it before that.
Jeremy Beadle did it. Then Katie Price. Then
Katie Price.
Yeah, she did it for a
She
bit.
never did.
She did it.
Google that.
No.
Ethan, Google that.
I just made it up. Anyway, should we do a feature of what I don't understand in life? Because here's one for you. Why are pieces of paper, why is the biggest A1? Surely it should be a higher number. A4 is obviously standard, but then you think A5, oh, that must be bigger. It's smaller.
It's half the size.
What's going on there?
There's also A0, you know, which is double the size of A1.
Is it?
Yeah.
So what happens if you go double than that?
You can't.
It can't be double. It must be quadruple in terms of paper.
Yeah, it might even be bigger than that.
So it's like that.
What are you doing? Fucking.
That's a good point.
The Wigfield dance there, Ethan. What was that?
Oh, I was trying to show like it's like you've got paper. It's like a window frame almost. If we're going back to frames, that's how you can kind of see it.
Right, Life's Mysteries. If you've got any, email sloppyjoespodcast@gmail.com.
Do you know DEF CON? The concept of DEF CON? You're aware of this?
No.
DEF CON is like the sort of emergency kind of system that they use in America of like DEF CON 4, DEF CON 1. You've heard DEF CON 1?
Yeah. I've heard DEF CON 4 more than DEF CON 1, actually.
Yeah, well, I think because it's the same thing. DEF CON 4 or 5, or whatever the biggest number is the least severe. DEF CON 1 is like, shit, Russia's launched the nukes.
And is it about being deaf?
No. It's not like Comic-Con for deaf people.
What, the GMEX?
Just a big convention. What do you think it is? DEF CON. Have you got your tickets?
What, are you dressing up as?
No. No, that's enough of that. It's not a convention for deaf people.
Sorry, you made it sound like it was like a... Yeah.
DEF CON. Unbelievable. I think we just did
What don't you know in life, Ethan?
What don't I know? Well, how can I tell you what I don't know? What a fucking question that is. What do you mean? I can tell you what I do know in life.
What about life's mysteries? Is anything like confuse you?
Well, yes, this is one thing that I've just found today, and I can't quite believe this. I saw this Instagram reel of a man showing how different sounds, different music, when depicted on like this board in which he pours like seeds over it or whatever, or like sand or granules, he pours that over, and when playing a sound, the vibration, the seeds or the grains move into a distinct pattern.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so apparently, basically, different notes of music have a distinct pattern, and they always do. So sounds actually look like something.
He'd go down well at DEF CON.
He'd be amazing with his little thing full of seeds.
Yeah.
Everyone looking at it.
This would be brilliant.
You can sort of paint a picture of a song using seeds or sand or granules,
And isn't that beautiful?
What do you think would happen if they blasted out this podcast?
Well,
what image would be created then with the seeds?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
if they
a good
sort
point.
of clipped the little crocodile clips to the corner of the seed bag,
yeah,
and they played our podcast into it, what would it look like?
So if it starts off with like Joe McGrath saying, "Hello and welcome to the Sloppy Joes podcast."
Well, that would be presumably when Joe's speaking. Would that a swastika probably?
What? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? And when you speak, Jimmy Savile.
And then when I speak,
and they go, actually, no, that's just Joe.
And then when I speak, it's just a picture of someone doing something for charity. And then when Ethan speaks, what would it be for you, Ethan?
Probably, I was thinking like the star. Maybe the star that led the wise men to find Jesus in Bethlehem.
For what,
like
3 random things? And the Nazi symbol, Jimmy Savile and a star. Wow. Maybe we won't book him for DEF CON. What have you been up to this week, Ethan?
Thank you for asking. It's only took you 37 minutes.
Yeah, because we and Joe are talking.
Oh, yeah,
not
sorry.
The Ethans, is it?
Well, what happened was I had Manisha come up for a couple of days, so that was lovely.
Hold on, you said you couldn't remember a thing you did last week.
Well,
you were like, do you know what? I can't remember a single thing I've done. But yet, your girlfriend came up to see you.
Well, it was a rather.
I hope she listens.
It was a rather spontaneous visit where she came up, so we didn't really have anything planned. So, what would a highlight be? Went to Buddy Jackson's because she loves that, and we went for a full English breakfast one morning.
How often do you see your girlfriend, Ethan?
Monthly.
So, presumably, what's the sort of first hour like when you see each other? What is it she gives you off the train again?
Oh, Lindo.
Chocolate. It's always chocolate. So, did you get your Lindo? I suppose, do you get her Lindo now?
Well, actually, she told me off because I hadn't ate the last Lindo and I was exposed for it because it was I left it unopened in top of the cupboard.
Why don't you eat it?
I'm trying to not eat as many sweets as that. Since I live with Adam Health Freak Patterson, I've started to try and like feel a little bit guilty when I have little nibbles and things like that.
I've started to try and feel guilty. Something that most people spend their entire lives trying to cut from their mentality. Guilt and shame. Ethan's purposefully trying to install it into his mind.
So what did you actually get up to then? So you've been to Bunny Jackson's. Where did you have your breakfast?
Harvester. Have you ever heard of it?
Fuck me. Harvester.
Literally one of the worst chains on earth.
It's bad. The only good thing about that is you get a free salad.
Free salad full
bar.
English?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you get your free salad?
No, we got free bread. There is a salad bar, but we thought you had to pay for the salad bar.
It's free.
Oh, well.
Joe just goes in sometimes.
Just go, yeah.
I was thinking that. Could you just go in and have your free lunch one day?
with a duffel bag full of cucumbers
Yeah.
by the time you've left.
Yeah.
So you went. Why did you go to Harvester?
Oh, well, so what happened was we said, let's go get some breakfast together. So we walked to the Matchstick Man, and then that was closed until lunchtime. Then we walked to Beefeater, and we arrived at 3 minutes past 11, so that was closed, 3 minutes too late. And then the next thing we saw was this place, Harvester, which I've never heard of before. And had a little ponder in there, and it was
nice?
all right, cheap and cheerful.
I thought it was quite expensive, Harvester, is it not?
No, it's very cheap.
Oh,
And
is
not
it?
Like
particularly cheerful.
$7.50.
$7.50 for breakfast. That's not bad at all, is it?
No, it was all right.
Right. Let's up.
No! I've got something else to say.
What?
I found out for Series 3 of Joe versus Joe what our next punishment will be.
Oh my god.
What do you mean you found out? Did like some angel come down and tell you?
In a weird way, yes. As I was walking through the Nova Quarter today, grabbing a coffee, I saw a place where I thought, right, we've done 24 hours in a McDonald's.
Coming soon.
Let's do 1 hour here.
1 hour. I can do an hour anywhere. An hour?
In Northern Quarters, Love Boutique adult shop. Our punishment for Series 3, I think, because when you walk through Northern Quarter, there's so much going on, but then right bang in the middle is an adult porn shop. And it's got pink carpets, very seeded lights. You have to walk through like a mesh door.
Pink with sort of white polka dot.
It's very odd. If whoever loses Series 3 has to spend an hour inside there.
What do they sell? Is it like physical sex things, like videos and that?
Videos, DVDs.
They do a lot of sort of
Answered that too quick, didn't I?
silicon work as well, don't they?
Do they like what?
You know, your extensions and that.
Why is it called Silicon Valley?
That's the name of one of the flashlights, I think.
Wow. If you got one of them for free, would you use it?
No.
Would you, Ethan?
I hate cleaning out mugs after I've had a coffee, let alone that. Imagine that. Oh, I forgot to clean it out. Have you ever opened a protein tub like a couple of days after you've had a protein shake?
Oh yeah, of course. All the time.
You say that. You dress like fucking
protein
you dress like
shake?
Prince Nassim with your little boxer's jumper on.
From Aladdin?
Prince Nassim from the boxer from Sheffield.
Oh right. What song does he sing?
He doesn't sing a song. He's not. No.
What a tune, by the way.
He was a great boxer.
I've got a question. What is the light element of a flashlight?
It looks like a flashlight.
Yeah, I think that's the case. It looks like. Don't
Also,
get
it's
them too
easy to
mixed
spend
up.
an hour in there. Unless
In
you've
a
got
flashlight?
No. In the shop, in Love Boutique. That's easy. Just ponder.
It's not that big. It's one room.
What's in there?
Oh,
Do they have sort of like? Is it?
CD.
Is it? Have you? How do you know? How long have you spent in there?
I've only spent about half an hour in there.
Before you got kicked out. Well, he doesn't say you can't try before you buy. Should have told me this. Your job to get the smell out, not mine.
Dirty
What do you mean the
bastard.
tip stained?
Oh,
Prince Ali.
Stop it. That's not. It's a different person.
I've got it out without thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the 9 out of 10 club. Yes. And I've got an email to accompany this. Shit. Said one guy would try his, but I've realised we've tried it already. Pickled Onion Monster Munch, wasn't that on the live show?
it was, yeah.
Get in.
Yeah.
Liam Hammond, it got in already, but thank you. He keeps messaging. But we've got this from David Beale. Ian Beale's brother, maybe?
David Baddiel's different person.
Okay. Hi. Hey, Joes.
Hi.
No Ethan of it. No mention of Ethan.
Is that Joe Jr. or just Joe?
Just Joes. David here from Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, wow! Wow, continental.
Been enjoying the pod recently. Basically, binging it as I work.
Yes.
Here's my 9 out of 10 suggestion.
Wonder what it's going to be. Some sort of barbecue. They love a Nashville barbecue.
Something sweet and a little bit of savoury.
Ooh,
It
yeah.
is Oreos
Yeah.
with a spoonful of peanut butter.
The most American thing
spread
we've ever had
on
on the
top
show.
of it. This is what the suggestion. Oreos and peanut butter is his perfect 9 out of 10 club. It's a nice sweet and salty snack.
Yeah.
Please try and let us know what you think.
Two things to say. I grew up in a big peanut butter household. Because my mum's American, presumably.
Presumably, do you not know?
No. I mean, I presume that's why I did. No.
You just been doing an accent.
Mum, I've never asked you
Well,
this.
damn.
Sit down, babe. I've never asked you this, but I've been presuming you're American all these years. Am I wide of the mark? No. But we used to have a snack that me and my sister would make, which never had a name, but we'd basically get a big tablespoonful of peanut butter, dip it in the sugar jar, and then put it in the freezer.
Ooh.
And that was like a little snacky that we used to have. So I reckon I'm going to love this.
So, what? So you used to dip it in sugar, basically sugar and peanut butter?
That was all it was, frozen sugar and peanut butter. Also, have you ever had ants on a log? Could you be making any more noise with that? Probably not. Have you ever had ants on a log?
I don't know. What are you talking
It's a
about?
stick of celery.
Have I had ants
It's a
on
stick
log?
of celery
With ants
where you
on.
fill that happy valley with peanut butter and then you stick raisins in it.
Oh.
We used to love that.
Wow.
That was a snack growing up.
Presumably.
Also, here's one for you. If you don't know, for the vegans, Oreos are vegan.
So this whole thing.
Stop.
So this whole
Stop.
thing is.
Stop. What just happened?
So this whole thing
What
is
came
vegan.
out of you there? What was
Do
that?
you know what? I've been on this new fitness plan, haven't I? And although I'm not,
Losing any weight.
I have just 3 kilos actually.
That's amazing. Well done.
Not bad. Although I'm not shitting myself anymore for the listeners, which is upsetting. I'm trumping a lot.
Yeah.
Mainly because, you want protein, veg, and a little bit of carbs for the main meal. Sprouts were on offer at Aldi this week.
So you had 2,000.
I had a full pack. Full pack of sprouts. Pub quiz last night was fucking mental. There was a brass band in. Right.
It was, but without the BR.
An ass band. Oh,
good,
oh
that,
God. Right, here's a tricky situation.
Right.
He's actually fingering the Oreos in. Oh, my God. Right, so for the Oreo listeners, I've got your standard Oreo with a little, a big bit of peanut butter on. Ethan, come and
Big fat
get one.
scoopy.
Right, we're going in. Let's have it. Yeah, spot on this. Oreos themselves, what are you thinking?
I've tasted almost every Oreo on the market. And this is
Show off.
in the United States as well. I'm talking birthday cake. There's 2 different types of peanut butter Oreo in America.
Really?
There's the peanut butter Oreo flavour, and there's the Reese's peanut butter flavour.
Oh, wow.
The Reese's one is better. They've got mint. They've got birthday cake. Did I say that already? They've got birthday cake, but they've got it with the white cookie instead of the brown cookie. I've tried it all. I've tried summer fruits, raspberry, strawberry.
Summer fruits, what's it? Ribena? What do you mean, summer fruit?
It's like just a mixture of berries and that.
Inside an Oreo?
Double stuff, triple stuff, mega stuff.
Oh, mega stuff. That sounds nice.
Yeah. One where it's basically the whole packet is just 2 cookies and an absolute length in the middle.
It's Ethan's dad's favourite. Oh, okay.
What is it?
I've not fit the quota today, have I? You're going in
I'm
again!
going in again. You talk about what you've just tasted, Ethan.
No, I'll tell you what I loved. Is there was a lot to go at. Peanut butter is obviously so delicious. I'll tell you this now. Here's a little thing for someone to look back on. I'm going to make a prediction now. That the satay sauce or a peanut sauce is going to be the next sort of peri mayo. I think you're going to be finding it on more menus, and I think it's going to have its little. Do you know every a food has its little phase?
Pulled pork had a phase.
Yeah, halloumi had a phase. Hummus had a phase.
Avocado
had a phase. The peanut sauce is going to have its phase, and I think it's coming. And that, my friend, was absolutely delicious. Let me have one more.
It was absolutely delicious. Now,
Ethan.
what I was going to get to, is I've tried every Oreo on the market pretty much. That is right up there. I love that added texture of the peanut butter, because the thing that you don't get when the peanut flavour is incorporated into the cream, which is what it is on your standard ones, you don't get that sticky saltiness that you get with genuine peanut butter. That to me is brilliant. It's just a question of, is it 9 out of 10? It's very, very nice. I'm just not sure that it's like one step away from being 10 out of 10. To me, that's delicious. I will try it again. If I ever have an Oreo, I'm going to be looking in the cupboard for a bit of peanut butter, don't get me wrong. I still think it might only be a 7, 8, 7, 9, 8 out of 10. Ethan, James.
That is the most American snack I think I've ever had. Just filled with calories, makes you feel guilty just for having one. I think it's just a bit too excessive.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, do you really need to just do that to your body? I'm not too sure you do.
This is Ethan's guilt coming back again, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Is this going to ruin every 9 out of 10 club from now on? Your self-imposed
guilt.
food guilt?
I'm also quite surprised with you, Joe Smith, that you enjoyed it so much, because since you don't really have a sweet tooth, and that's
But
just...
But it's
But
the
there's
salt and
salt
the
and
fat of the
savoury.
peanut butter is cutting through that sweetness. Give me that fatty, salty boy.
yeah, it's not in for me. I think it's too much,
Think
sorry.
that's it. It's not in. Whatever you say is futile now, Joe. Go on.
I would have, I tend to agree. I really liked it. I would have said it was a nice 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
It's
it was
beautiful.
nice.
And if
It's
you haven't
really
had it
nice.
at home, try it. Dip an Oreo in peanut butter.
Right then, Oreos by themselves. Just this biscuit here.
Plain original Oreo.
Yeah.
6 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm with you on that.
I think they've had their day a little bit.
And I remember everything was Oreo flavoured, the milkshakes, everything.
Oh,
ice cream.
Oreo milkshake, like, I love that, but obviously it makes me bloated, but that's the best of all the milkshakes.
When you say obviously makes you bloated,
Oh,
how would anyone know that?
Just lactose intolerance, for those who didn't know. But gives me a big old tummy, makes me look pregnant. But I'm sat there and I've had it and I think, maybe it was worth it. Maybe it was.
Okay, do you want a couple of ask Ethans before
Oh,
we
love
go?
to.
And what we could all ask ourselves?
Ask ourselves.
If you could have to live in one fictional world, what would it be and why?
Wonkaverse. No, let me think again.
You don't want to live in Willy Wonka.
No, I don't like
I'd
sweets.
be fucking Augustus Gloop when I'd be up where
Yeah.
he goes. Do they all die, by the way?
Yeah. My TV gets turned this big, and then the telly that is in gets turned off. Violet Beauregard, actually no, they deflate her, I believe,
Yeah.
after she explodes.
So they're not... Yeah.
Augustus just fucks off. He's
It's
drowned.
done, it's done,
He's
innit?
drowned in his own shit.
It's mad.
Yeah. Who else is
Harrowing,
there?
isn't it? I was quite scared as a kid.
Who falls in...
Veruca Salt.
Veruca, she falls down that pit where they put the eggs.
Yeah. She's
Where's
gone.
his eggs?
They're not, you can't have them now.
Are they boiled or scrambled?
Where's his eggs? Gives an egg. What did you say it like that? Where's
I
his
don't
eggs?
know.
Who's got
I don't know,
eggs?
'cause I don't remember that bit. I don't
It's
remember that bit.
the golden egg. And the golden egg doesn't weigh right. It's a bad egg.
Bad
and
egg.
she's a bad egg, which is the irony as well. So she gets dropped down in the bad egg.
You'd be licking the wallpaper, wouldn't you? You do that at home.
I'll be licking the wallpaper.
Yeah, because the snozzberries taste like snozzberries. The blueberries taste like blueberries. It's a magical
closest
candy
I've ever
land.
come to licking the wallpaper is when you get a text off delivery saying your driver's nearly here and to keep a lookout, like you're not already by the key or like...
Yeah.
Licking the
What
door.
do you think if I say the words, come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination? Do
What
you
is
like
that film? What? Wizard of Oz?
Ethan, is he
Well,
mentally unwell?
Do you know it?
Well,
It's Willy Wonka! The film we've just been talking about for 5 minutes!
So why did you make it sound like it wasn't?
Because I
Willy
wanted
Wonka?
I wanted to entrench
Oh, I thought we moved on.
and build this world that we're talking
You're
about.
gonna go to Willy Wonka?
No, I'm not going to do that. What's yours going to be? Obviously, yours will be Lord of the Rings, where you are strapped with bombs and
Don't
you
want to
jump
die.
over the two
Harry
towers.
Potter? I'd be a sick wizard.
You would
I'd
actually.
be class.
No, you'd be Crab and Goyle, wouldn't you?
No, I'd be a good wizard. I just sort of help Harry out a bit more than everyone else did. Sort of like left him be.
Some of them gave their lives to that cause. Are you saying you'd help them out more than that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but they didn't do it well, did they? Do you know what I mean? If you do it well, you don't let a 14-year-old scrap for you. You know? I probably would just like... I think all the... what they called? What was Dobby?
Elf.
I think they'd be my mates as well.
Yeah.
Go boozing.
You're just like smoking weed with the elves.
It'd be a cheap round, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would imagine. Simple.
Ethan, what are you going to go for?
Oh, well, you took my mind now on the path of, like, Roald Dahl. And I really love peaches.
If you pick James and the Giant Peach, you're an absolute madness.
What? Yeah, isn't that a really sort of sad film?
It's terrible.
Oh well. Yes. So sorry. So obviously the bit of like your whole family dying and living with some like terrible humans who you're looking after. But the bit I'm talking about is
where I get to eat a big, massive peach.
A peach cobbler.
I love a peach.
but just being like
Friends with a spider, count us in. Go on then, say it.
I just think being inside a big like fruit or something would be an absolutely crazy experience. Just like being in something where you can just like eat the walls and smell fruit all the time. I wonder if it's well lit.
Yeah, what did they do for light inside a giant fictional peach?
Wasn't it like one of those puffer fishes about?
Pardon?
Puffer fishes.
What's that
have
got to do with anything?
Well, I'm sure there was one in the film. That's how it lit.
Puffer fish don't have lights on them, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, what
What's
about
it do?
no? Those ones
You
from
mad?
no. It's those ones from Nemo that have the little lights on there, and they got the big teeth. Do you know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
got the
Do that
lights.
again. Did the big teeth again?
The big teeth. Yeah.
Wow, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's the fun. Right, so what are you going for? Willy Wonka. You've gone Willy Wonka, Harry Potter, and the Twits.
No, it's
James
James,
and the
and the Giant Peach.
The Twix. That'd be nice. World.
That's my sequel. The Twix.
Mr. and Mrs. Twix.
Would you pick a peach if you had to live inside a fruit?
That's a great question. No, you want something a bit more structurally sound. I'd go coconut.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean? Because you can. That's good luck.
Hard to get
breaking
out
into
of,
that.
though.
No, there's little holes
Oh,
that
true.
you've drilled in and drained all the juice.
True.
What would you
Ethan?
do if you had to live inside a fruit?
Chocolate orange. Right, ladies and gentlemen,
What are you five a day?
I'll tell you my PT, the other one who PT in the park.
Yeah, the one who's just an alcoholic who gets you near him when he's
Gave me
doing
a chocolate
drink.
orange after the session the other day.
In no way is this a personal trainer. He goes to the pub with you and gives you a chocolate orange. I think he might be grooming you.
No. What for?
Oh,
I get that anyway.
here's that active that bum is.
Or
I
you
know what he
could be like stuffing you.
Yeah,
So that
maybe
he
it's
could
a sort of
feast on
Hansel
you?
and Gretel situation. Does he ever
Wow.
pop you in a little cage and turn the oven on really high?
Sadly not, no. Sadly fucking not. Right, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Do leave us a little sub and a like. Comment on the video.
Also, join our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast. The link to that is in the description. We've got loads of stuff coming out this month. We've got extra podcasts. We've got the McDonald's 24 hours. We've also got, we're going to have a come down with me very soon, aren't we?
yeah,
and a
yeah,
Joe
yeah.
shitting himself story. Loads coming out on the Patreon. Loads more coming out on the Patreon as well. So thank you from me, Joe.
Get early
Thank
access
you
as well, by
from
the way.
Joe Jr. And thank you from Ethan. Bye-bye. Wave, Ethan.
Bye.
Wave, Joe Jr.
Bye everyone. See you next time.